Hi everybody, welcome back to tristatefootball.com for this week's edition of Crossing the Goal Line. Brandon Saho with Greg Shoemaker as always. And this week we're going to take a look at the top quarterbacks in Region 4, starting with Division 1. Greg, you got a guy from Lebanon. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Luke Morgan's having a sensational year, Brandon. He's thrown for 20 touchdowns on the season, 1,700 yards. He's got just 5 interceptions. He's also ran for another 5 yards. One of the front runners for Division 4 or Division 1 Region 4 Player of the Year. You know, this season he has also thrown for at least 249 yards 5 times in 6 outings, and he has 3 games in the last 4 with at least 4 touchdown passes. So really up there. And Brandon, you know, when we talk about good Division 1 quarterbacks, we go to the GCL, and in the GCL, one of the guys I'm really high on is the left-hander from St. Xavier, who's 4 points away from really being a legend at St. Xavier 6 games into his career, and that's Nick Tensing.
Yeah, Greg, Nick Tensing for the Bombers, 1,354 passing yards already through just 6 games. That's more than some people see a whole season at the quarterback position. He also has 12 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He averages 225 yards per game, but he's not just a leader statistically. He's a leader also in the locker room and off the field, really helping his Bombers, who are facing a tough schedule this year. Still not done with that as they face LaSalle next week, the Battle of North Bend Road. They're at 4-2. And then a team who's 5-1, is Moeller, and they have a great quarterback with their team also. Spencer Eichenboom, dual threat QB. He runs, passes. He can do pretty much anything when he has the ball in his hands. 969 yards passing, and he also has 297 yards on the ground. That's an average of 50 yards rushing per game. Really helps that ground attack for the Crusaders. He also has 12 TDs like Tensing. And Greg, these two teams are both going to be fighting for a state championship and a conference title. Another conference that has 2 quarterbacks just like these guys is the GMC.
Well, yeah, when we talk about top quarterbacks in the GMC, you first got to look to the top team, and that's Colerain, L.A. Ramsby. He's having a heck of a season with 1,300 yards of total offense. He's proven he can do it on the ground or via the air. He has 13 total touchdowns. His numbers won't be as good as some of the other guys simply because Colerain has so many weapons around him, you know, with Jackson Thorne and Chris Davis and DeTwan Smith. So the burden's not always on him to do well. Now, on the other side of that, somebody who has a lot of pressure on him to be the leader on offense and to carry the load, and that's Greg Simpson out at Sycamore. The juniors ran for 1,087 yards, 15 rushing touchdowns, 6 passing touchdowns, 1,500 yards plus a total offense, just doing it big time. In fact, the last 4 weeks, Brandon, he has put himself in as a front runner for the Division 1 Region 4 Player of the Year. He's accounted for 16 touchdowns in those last 4 weeks and has ran for no less than 186 yards in any 4 of those ball games.
For more high school news, visit tristatefootball.com, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at TSFootball.